Good afternoon, everyone. This is Madison with Empaths Alive. Today I'm going to start a mini series on spiritual business, something of which I'm really excited about. Really excited. So, anyway, let's get started. Today is first topic of spiritual business is love before business. And I really like this a lot. I think this is a foundation for any business. You must love yourself before you jump into any type of business. Okay, so business courses would not really teach you this because this is from a spiritual standpoint. I think both are important, but they're not equal. This is most important. This is your attitude that's spiraling from. Okay, so love before business. I wrote down, you cannot go into business if you don't love yourself. Business takes a great amount of empathy for others. And if you have not given yourself love, you have nothing to spare for others. And this makes total sense. If you've I've read a lot of books about filling your own tanks. You will notice that if you have not given yourself anything, then you really don't have anything to give to others. And if you are giving to others and you're on zero, it's not giving out of love. So you must love yourself first. You must fill up that tank before you start to give out love to others, so that the energy that you're giving out is good energy. And a good leader should carry on good energy. Okay? And they should have lots of it because people are going to be taking that energy from you. Your workers are not always going to have good days, right? So you always have to be the bigger person. Okay, to love yourself, you must have an excellent business with God. I always say that my best business is with God. And this is the case because I trust in God. And when I say trust means that I can ask God for anything. And I trust that I will get that in return from God. I mean, I get that tomorrow. It may take a long time. And the things I ask for are within, within reach. And if you ask for big things, you have to give it time. So I ask for God for help. And I ask God to help me get the things that I want in life. And I trust that I will get them. I trust that God will help me. So you must have an excellent business with God. And in order to do that, you must trust in God. In order to trust in God, you must ask and know that you shall receive. And that's how you build trust with a lot of people, is that they're consistently following through in what they say they would do, or if you ask of them, their actions follow through. Okay, so that's another thing. You must also know that building trust with God first is very important to learn how to build trust with others. Also, having this type of faith, I think faith is very important. If you say you don't have faith, then what do you, or who do you ask for help from? You need somebody to depend on. You need someone higher than yourself. You may think that someone higher than yourself is your parent, but then think way higher than that. Think beyond that. Okay? So think of a higher power. People come from all over, of all religions. Think of a higher power, that a creator of some sort, and find and put your trust into that creator. Because I find that if many that do not have faith or trust in God kind of take from others, take the trust from others, kind of steal it from them. And you'll see that if you don't have a faith, you like to be around people that do have faith. Think about that. And if you have a faith, a lot of times you can also attract the opposite. You can like to be around people that don't have faith. And then, of course, those that have faiths are around others that have the same beliefs as well. But it's more or less that we, as empaths, we attract a lot of people who are kind of the opposite of ourselves because we feel the need to help. But think about that. If your faith is not strong, then you take from others, which is strong. So you cannot be a good leader if you don't have any trust in a higher power. You're going to be taking from your workers, and then your workers are not going to like you at all. Think about that. Think about that. If your energy is not good, you're going to want to either be by yourself, or you're going to want to be around someone with good energy. You're definitely not going to go to another person with bad energy. You're going to go and you're going to be an emotional vampire, and you're going to steal someone else's good energy. And you can't do that when you're the boss. You can't do that, because then you start to become a bad boss. So you've got to learn to build trust with God. Okay? If you want to have a business, you have got to have some sort of faith. Because if you can't have faith in anything, how are you supposed to have faith in yourself? It's a deep thought. Okay? Something to really think about. Building business, you have to have faith in yourself. Or else, how are you going to move forward? How are you going to fail and then succeed from failure? You can't. You have to love yourself. And in this series of loving yourself, there are more things that we have to consider. But I think that is good for today, is that you must learn to trust in God. Ask and know that you will receive. Ask God when you're in a bad situation. Ask God to help you. And open your heart to receiving. Now think about it. You don't have to receive it right away. Go about your day normally. Go about each day normally. And keep an open heart. Keep positive. Okay? So even if you're starting this business and you don't have any money to really start it up with, you don't have the resources, ask God for help. Ask God to guide you in the direction you need to go. And know that you will receive. So again, recapping, cannot go into business if you don't love yourself. Business takes a great amount of empathy for others. And if you have not given yourself love, then you have nothing to spare others. To love yourself, you must have an excellent business with God. In order to have an excellent business with God, you must learn to trust God before you can trust others. And last but not least, you must learn to ask for help. So that you one day can be in the same situation, that when someone asks you for help, you will be so happy to give. Okay? You will be so happy to help. But you must learn to trust so that one day others can trust you. That's today's note of the day. Keep tuned to an additional video. Thank you.